Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce. Welcome to the show. Welcome one, welcome all to the June 12th rendition.
Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here, traveling with Bruce.
June 12th
show.
edition of the show. Making sure I can get my mute button right. There it is. It's on, and that'll shut that guy up a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome one, welcome all to the channel. I'm glad you're here. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing great. Beautiful warm day here in Creston. Absolutely fantastic. We're pushing 82 degrees or more today. Wunderbar, very nice. Even had to have the air conditioner on in the house for a little while. Got a fan going now, and TWB wishes you out there in YouTube land the best of wishes. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good week this week. It is Wednesday, the middle of the week, babies, and Friday's just around the corner. So hang on. Those of you who are on cruise ships, I hope you're having a good time. Those who are about to go on cruise ships, you're going to have a good time. Those who just came off cruise ships, sorry, the Down syndrome thing begins now. Your depression kicks in, withdrawal kicks in, and there's no cure for it other than booking another cruise and looking forward to the next one. That's all I can tell you. Cruising is addictive. What can I say? Welcome to the channel, Traveling with Bruce, here from Creston, British Columbia, 3 miles north of the U.S. border, just north of Idaho. And glad you're here. We love talking about cruise ships, cruise ship vacations, cruise ports, cruise news, you name it. Anything to do with cruise ship holidays, we talk about it here 6 days a week, Monday to Friday at 5 o'clock, Saturdays at 2. And you're welcome to participate in the chat, as you are probably noticing. If you're live right now or you're watching on a rerun, you are noticing the comments flying in here already from a bunch of my regulars who join me virtually every day. I invite you to become one of them. Come on in here, say hi to me, tell me, where are you watching me from? If you're a first timer, I would love to hear from you. If you're here for the second time, fifth time, 100th time, where are you watching me from? What's your high temperature today? Hey, what's the price of gas in your neighborhood? Is it going up or down right now? It's been a quirky couple of months now with gasoline. Here it's expensive. We're $1.40 a liter Canadian, so that's about 4 something a gallon, US gallon, crazy. Yes, please tell me that where you're watching me from. Say hi to me, and the gang will say hi to you for sure. Love to have new joiners join the channel and the chat all the time. Tuesdays and Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern. In other words, tomorrow night, I have a live show as well, trivia. We do live trivia on the air. People wonder what it's about. I have a bunch of questions I come up with every week that make no sense. They have no rhyme or reason to them. You have no idea what the topic is I'm going to come up with next. And I'll throw you a question which might have 20 possible answers, 50 answers. And all you do is send me your best answer without cheating on Google, and we just run them down, and we learn all kinds of neat stuff about everything. The other day we had a quiz. Which countries have the most dogs? America, number 1, no question about that. We figured that one. But what number 10? What number 10 country in the world for dogs? Romania. Who knew? I mean, are you kidding me? Romania. Crazy. We also did a question yesterday about McDonald's. How many McDonald's per capita out there? The top, I think, is the top 25 countries with the most McDonald's per capita. That was an interesting statistical little quiz. America, number 1 again, by the way. I think it takes a little over 10,000 Americans to, or is it 20,000? 20,000 Americans is what you need to get a McDonald's up. That's kind of the number. Kind of interesting, I find. But in places like Belgium, you need 150,000. Now, it could be that the tastes are different. Could be also that Belgians just don't have a liking for McDonald's like Americans do. Makes sense, after all. But it was interesting going through that stuff yesterday. Anyway, I invite you to join me for trivia Tuesday and Thursday nights, 8 o'clock. Saturdays at 2, I'm on the air. I do both. I do cruise ship news and we play trivia. We have a lot of fun Saturdays. Come on by anytime and have a good time with us. Thank you for joining me. 58 of you are here now. Welcome, all of you. 20 odd thumbs ups. Is that right? 20. Yeah, I've got 20 thumbs up. That's great. Thanks, you guys. The channel continues to grow, as always. We're now approaching 26,500 subscribers. Absolutely wonderful. A year ago, we were at about 2,000 subscribers, so it's been a real good run here. Viewers from at least 120 different countries around the world, from the UK, Europe, South America, the Caribbean, the USA, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Asia, welcome one, welcome all. I know on the reruns, people watch from all over the world. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Occasionally, I'll take a little peek at the analytics and find out where people are watching from, and it just blows my mind where they're coming in from. Welcome all of you. There are folks from the Cayman Islands watching me, from Bermuda, from Dominican Republic, from Trinidad, Tobago, just everywhere. It's fantastic. Thank you for being here and catching the show. Love it. Love it when you throw a thumbs up my way. Love it when you send me a comment. I love you guys when you share my videos to your friends, either on Facebook or any other social media, either off the YouTube page here or on my group page, which is Facebook's group page for Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. By the way, if you're not a member of that, get over there, head over to Facebook and join my Traveling with Bruce page there. Thank you for all of you who share my videos and spread the word of TWB. It's incredible. That's the reason this channel keeps growing, because you guys tell your pals and anyone you run into, hey, you should watch that guy. He's all right. Bruce has news. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Of course, for acquiring TWB merchandise. There are folks out there who buy T-shirts, clocks, coffee mugs, journal books, wall clocks, tote bags. It just goes on and on. I have a RedBubble store. The link is down below. You can buy this product. 40 different logos. 40. Oh my God. 40. Can't believe it. Also, Amazon. I have an Amazon link. There's an affiliate link that's also just down below here, where you can click on that. It'll take you to the Amazon homepage. Anything you buy on Amazon through my affiliate link, I get a little finder fee, a little commission on it, whatever it is. It's 4%, 4.5%. Sometimes it's 6%. All depends on the item. It doesn't matter to me. You buy something for 10 bucks and I get 40 cents. I'm a happy guy. You buy something for $1,000. I'm a real happy guy. Do whatever you want. Pick up potato chips, dog food, and a Gucci handbag through the affiliate link of Traveling with Bruce. I'm a happy guy. Thank you, all of you who do that. Very much appreciated. Every morning I get up, I check my analytics, and I check my Amazon page just to see, did anyone buy anything yesterday? Did anything get delivered by Amazon yesterday? Did I make any commissions yesterday? It's hilarious. Some days I make $1. Some days I don't make anything. Some days I make $6. It varies. It's pennies from heaven. Thank you all for that. And then those of you who make donations to this channel through my PayPal donate button, through my my Patreon site, and also through Super Chats live on the show, whether they're Super Chats or whether you're buying moving stickers or whatever. Thank you, everybody, for everything. And speaking of donations, Peter Heckema, you did it again. Peter Heckema, every Tuesday, a donation comes in through my PayPal donate button from Peter Heckema. Thank you, Peter, for your undying loyalty. And again, last week, a bunch of you chipped in with Peter to allow me to acquire a brand new webcam. And I hope the picture is a good one today. It's been good every day this week. I hope the picture and sound are all right for you. I'm really happy with this camera. The quality is fantastic. I can see on my own computer image here that it's a pretty good looking picture compared to a week or two ago. We have made some strides here, and thank you, those of you who helped out to chip in to allow me to head on down to Staples in Coeur d'Alene and bingo, get this camera. One more thing I heard today from YouTube. I saw a YouTube video that was sent to me as a creator. There's a new feature now that I can look for. It allows me to look up some information that I couldn't look up before. Okay, Linda. Thank you, Linda, for your volunteerism. Anyway, I saw a video today that was basically shot at guys like me. Oh, who's this? Oh my gosh, who did that? Maurice. Thank you, Maurice Martins. Thank you. Love it. I love that moving gift. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. Anyway, I keep asking you folks out there and mentioning to you guys that of all the views, excuse me, of all the views that I get on my channel, all of them, right now it's almost 6 million views. Whenever I get views through the channel, 85% of the views I get are from non-subscribers. Those of you who are watching me live right now, you're probably all subscribers, which I appreciate, of course. But 85% of the folks out there who watch what I do haven't subscribed yet. Hopefully they will someday. I always beg people, please subscribe to the channel. Of course, there's a button here, there's a button there. You just hit the subscribe button. When you hit the subscribe button, you might be shown a little bell icon, a little symbol, looks like a bell. There's also one almost always available somewhere down here. It's called the bell notification icon. What that thing does, it's really important. If you click on that, you are authorizing YouTube to give you alerts every time I'm going live, every time I'm uploading a video. So if I upload a video out of nowhere, like I did today, a couple of hours ago, you would get a notification that, hey, Bruce just popped up a video, I've got to check it out. If I pop up a video 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long, it's usually something that's going on out there. You may want to be in on it. Anyway, I got a notification today that I now know how many people have hit that thing. This is great. I found out that 5,500 of you who are subscribers have hit the bell notification icon, which is about 17, 18%, which is very good for YouTube statistics. But only 4,500 of you have allowed the alerts to actually come through to you, because some of you have used your iPhones to hit the alert button, hit that bell notification icon. However, you're not getting the alerts. Some of you have mentioned to me, I'm not getting the alerts. I don't get them from you, Bruce. Why is that? Apparently, the story goes, if you go into your settings and you look up the YouTube settings, you may have not allowed your phone to receive the alerts. So the alerts are coming from YouTube to your phone, and then they're getting rejected. That could be happening. There's 1,000 of you who are not getting the total alert notifications that you've asked for. So I give you the heads up that if you check out your iPhones, go into settings and look under either alerts or under the YouTube section, you'll find there's a little tab that you can slide on or off to allow notifications to come to you. So if you want them, you can get them. If you don't, you just leave it off. So I mentioned that. I would love to get up to 10,000 people getting these alerts, because what happens is when my regulars get an alert from my channel, from YouTube, that I've just uploaded a video out of nowhere, a good percentage of you will watch that video because you know they're short, they're quick, to the point. And what it does for my channel is it gives it a spike just out of nowhere. This channel spikes 1,000 views or 1,500 views or 2,500 views, depending on the story. And that creates analytical overload at YouTube. It just starts going, what's happening at Bruce's channel? Something's going on, something's going on. And they start to spread the word that his channel's getting hot, spread the word that to other YouTubers that he's just put out a video. And that's what makes the channel grow and more subscribers come in, because people discover me for the first time. Unbelievable but true. People are discovering me for the first time every day, thanks to you guys. So anyway, that was my little update for you on that. Took a little longer than I'd like, but nonetheless, I had to get that out there. Now, today's news had to do with the video I made today. I was reading this morning, all day I've been reading different articles of what's going on out there, and I'm finding a pattern more and more often. I am finding more consistent news with respect to how cruise ships are just not as welcome as they used to be in cruise ports. And I have a little theory about that, but the bottom line is that, for example, I'll just read off the list here. Bar Harbor, Maine, in the good old USA, Bar Harbor, Maine, they have about 8,500 voters in that area there who can vote. They just had an election. They had a little plebiscite, I suppose, and they had an election. They asked the citizenry of Bar Harbor and the area, would you be willing to allow the town of Bar Harbor and its little port authority, its little harbor there, to build a dock that could handle cruise ships with more than 500 people aboard? And the citizens came back and said, no, we will not allow Bar Harbor to build a dock where ships larger than 500 people can dock here and offload their passengers. Currently, there are ships coming in from Holland America and other lines where they hang out in the bay, and then they lower their tenders or their lifeboats, and the passengers board the tenders and putt their way into shore and get off at the dock there. And the voters have decided to keep it that way. They don't want a scenario where a dock is going to be built that might handle 2 ships at a time. Each ship could handle 3,000 passengers. We're not talking Oasis class here. We're talking today's medium-sized ship. Can you imagine? That would allow upwards of 5,000 or 6,000 people the luxury of walking on, walking off of their cruise ship in virtually downtown Bar Harbor, Maine. The residents are going, no damn way do we want that. No thank you, because the ship now will be right into the pier, right downtown. We don't have electrical hookups in the dock to keep the engines off. The engines are going to be running the whole time for these cruise ships. They're going to be emitting their soot up into the air, and it's going to stink up downtown. No way. Keep the damn ship a mile offshore or half a mile off of our downtown, and let the tenders come in with the passengers. We don't want the ships right in our faces. Plus, with a tender, you might only have half the ship get off, half the passengers, maybe 3/4. So you might have 1,500 out of 2,000 coming into town instead of all 2,000 or more. And this is a distinct message from the residents of Bar Harbor, Maine, to the cruise lines. Thanks, but no thanks. You got it. We got enough of you guys as it is. I posted some photos on the video today. You can take a look at the crowds. There's a lot of folks that come into Bar Harbor as it is already, and other East Coast sites in the USA. I can imagine, though, there were some pretty strong supporters of the measure who were hoping the voters would go for it, like every bar in town, every coffee bar, every T-shirt shop, all the souvenir hawkers, the tour operators, the cabbies. Yeah, there's a lot of business people that would love to have had Bar Harbor sign up for a good old pier, big dock facility to allow these cruise ships in. But the citizens said, no damn way. It's crazy enough as it is on cruise ship days. We don't need any more. So that was one of them. The other, there's another one going on. It's Charleston, South Carolina, another municipality. This is a unique story. Charleston, South Carolina is right now home porting a ship from Carnival. I think it's the Sunrise, if I'm right on that. Anyway, the Carnival ship comes in once a week and goes out for cruises. The port officials of Charleston, the folks who run the port, are trying to build the port up to do more business. And the residents who live a mere couple of blocks away from the port. It's not like the Charleston Harbor and Port is like in an industrial area 3 miles over here. No, it's just right next to downtown. And there are houses and condominiums all within a half a mile of the port facility. These folks have had it up to here with their own port authority people. They don't want any cruise ships coming in there. They really would like way fewer than there are now. And the port officials are completely the opposite. They want to build a brand new terminal building. They want to increase traffic to hundreds of ships a year. They want to bring in hundreds of thousands of tourists because they have seen the light, they think, that this Carnival ship uses Charleston as a home port. So you have 3,000 people getting off the ship, all kinds of traffic there and business. Then 3,000 people getting on the ship, all kinds of business there. Parking, taxis, coffee shops, T-shirt shops, tour operators, hotel operators are all cashing in. The residents are fed up going, yeah, the ship comes into Charleston. I can see the smokestack right over here. It's 250 yards away from my house, 750 feet. And that thing is belching smoke the whole time it's sitting here because they don't turn off the engines in Charleston either. There are no electrical hookups at the pier. Why don't they do that? I'm asking. Why don't they make it mandatory that when a ship, I don't care if it's a cargo ship or a passenger ship, a ship comes in, you got to hook into shore power so you can shut those darn engines off that are spewing this cheap bunker fuel garbage through their smokestack. Carnival's CEO prides himself and brags about the fact, he brags about it, Carnival uses the cheapest fuel available for our ships because we have scrubbers, the term goes. We have scrubbers that cleanse the smoke and takes out a lot of the particulates, and whatever goes into the sky is a bare fraction of what comes out of the engine. Yeah, we'll tell that to the residents over here a quarter mile away from the, from the cruise ship. They're not happy because if the wind is blowing in the right direction and the air is going over their house, it smells like a diesel truck zone, diesel truck stop. It's bad. There was a resident that was quoted in one of the local journals saying that they remember the one day the ship was leaving and they had to rev up the engines to get the thrusters going and get the ship off the dock. A whole bunch of the smoke came out of the smokestack when they started it all up. And she was saying that she went into her bedroom about half an hour after the ship finally left the dock, the port, and she noticed on her wall in her bedroom, just above her headboard, something wasn't right. She took her finger and ran it across her white painted wall, looked at her finger, and it was black. The soot had come right into the house, right into her unit, right into her bedroom, and it was everywhere. She could see it on the walls, but she knew it was on her blankets, it was on her pillows, it was on everything. The whole house was exposed to this stuff. And what can she do about it? Nothing. Not a damn thing. She can't sue anybody for any of it because the Carnival Cruise Company has the right to be there. Well, the residents of Charleston and historical societies and a whole bunch of other interested parties are trying to stop this expansion of the port that's happening right now, and they're trying to get their voices heard, and the Port Authority won't have any of it. They don't want them involved in the decisions. They say, we can take care of our own decisions. Thank you very much. We have our own things to do. They've gone to court. They've gone to local court, municipal court, county court. They finally now have gone to the South Carolina Supreme Court to fight the Port Authority over this entire incident. So far to no avail, but they are fighting tooth and nail. So just so you know, if you ever go to Charleston and you're a cruise ship passenger, you keep in mind they've got a few beefs. The big beef is, one of the big ones, is on departure day, embarkation and debarkation day. Traffic is a bloody nightmare. It's gridlock all through the downtown because of cars coming and going into these parking stalls that are built right near the pier. So traffic is god-awful. People's nerves are frayed, impatient. Some want to get to the ship, others want to get out of there. They're not happy with that. They're not happy with the smells. They're not happy with the noise that all the merchants are making. They're cranking up the sound systems and playing all the calypso music and all this other music to get people into the right frame of mind to buy T-shirts and stuff a block from the ship. And the residents are a half a block from these guys. And it's just a racket every time these ships turn around. They're not happy. So if you run into a Charlestonian and they're not all that happy to see you, you kind of now know why. They've kind of had enough, especially the ones who are right downtown. They're not happy. Anyway, there's another indication of how a cruise liner is. Cruise lines are not as welcome as one would think. The photos in the brochures from Carnival and other cruise lines who use Charleston, they're delightful. They're fantastic photos. They have the beautiful historical downtown. They got the beautiful cruise ship sitting there. It's just great as heck. Just don't talk to anybody about it. Just don't interview anybody, but just take a picture from the air like a drone or something. It looks great. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here. Then there's Venice, Italy. Oh my gosh. The Venetians have had it. They are fed up with cruise ships. They do not want any more in there. There are some giant cruise ships, upwards of 6 at a time, that are docking in Venice almost on a daily basis. St. Mark's Square is overrun with all kinds of tourists. All parts of Venice are just crammed full of tourists who are in a great big hurry to have a good time because they've only got 6 hours or so to spend in Venice, maybe 8 hours. They want to get in a gondola ride. They want to get into St. Mark's Square. They want to walk over the various bridges. They want to buy some souvenirs. It's mayhem. There are some merchants doing okay, but the residents who live there full time, they don't like it at all. And the demonstrations are getting nastier and nastier. I kind of wonder, how do you feel if you're a passenger getting off the ship in Venice when you're kind of infringing on people's privacy, because Venice was never designed to handle 15 to 20,000 cruise ship passengers a day, plus the tens of thousands of passengers who come in by rail, who bus it and then rail into the island. I tell you, it is overrun with too much humanity, and it is not good. The taxes have gone up, the daily visitation fees. It's not stopping people. They're coming in to see Venice. I don't know what to do. Kiel, Germany. You know, the Germans are pretty law-abiding citizens. They're pretty, you know, reserved kind of bunch. They're very conservative. But even in Kiel, environmentalist activists are, you know, raising a fuss. And I guess there was a Holland America ship. I think the Zuurdam was in the port the other day, and a bunch of environmentalists got on some canoes and some boats, and they surrounded the boat and tried to climb up on the ropes that was holding the ship to port. They delayed the departure of the Zuurdam between 5 and 7 hours. It took police that long to round these guys up to get them out of there. It took quite some time. Skywatcher, I wish you all the best. I hope things go well for you, and you take care of yourself. I hope you're going to be all right. In any event, Kiel, Germany, there's protests there about the environment, and you know, cruise ships are supposedly polluting the earth. Well, you know, folks, oil tankers burn a lot of oil, moving oil across the oceans. Container ships, far more container ships than cruise ships. There's only 380 odd cruise ships out there. There are thousands and thousands of container ships out there that could all be going to LNG and should all be hooked into shore power when they come into Long Beach and when they come into the harbor in New York and elsewhere, and Europe as well. So picking on cruise liners is just, you know, it's handy because the media will cover an environmentalist protesting against a cruise ship, but the media doesn't give a darn about a protester complaining about an oil tanker or a cargo ship. They don't care. The media won't cover it. It's just too damn boring. But with a cruise liner, oh yeah, you know, that's always good for press. The island of Mallorca in Spain, in the Mediterranean. Mallorca has had up to 5 cruise ships a day come into port, and the officials are saying enough's enough. We got 15,000 people a day getting off these ships, heading to our beaches, heading for tours. It's mayhem around here. Out of control. We got to get it down to 1 ship a day, maximum 4,000 people a day. We've got to get control back because Mallorca is a huge stop for Europeans who fly in and ferry in from the mainland. It is overrun with tourists. They're a victim of their own success, and they want to cut it back. Mallorcans feel that cruise ship passengers really don't spend a lot of money. Cruise ship passengers use Mallorca as a cheap stop. It's a nice, cheap day. Hang out in Mallorca. You eat on the ship for breakfast. You eat on the ship for dinner. You snack during the daytime for something cheap. And you don't spend a lot of money in Mallorca. And the Mallorcans know that. And they don't want you 15,000 cheapskates on their island. They would rather limit you to 4,000 and have more room for the higher spending folks who spend a week at a time, 2 weeks at a time, or a month at a time on the island, especially those who bought their own condos. Those folks are spending money. That's who they want, and they can handle those folks. Anyway, that's Mallorca. And then the last spot that I mentioned today in my video, Dubrovnik, where they filmed Game of Thrones. A lot of scenes from the Game of Thrones have been filmed there over the years. I've talked about Dubrovnik before. It is being loved to death. There are folks who fly into nearby airports, who are bussed in, who drive in. And then there are those who train in and cruise in. And it's the cruise ship problem that is the big problem. Because, again, cruise ship passengers are in a hurry to have a good time. They've got a 6-hour layover, and they want to hurry up and get that tour in. And they're coming in busloads at a time, 50 at a time, following somebody with a stick. And you've got 7 ships with 15, 20,000 passengers, all want to go to the UNESCO World Heritage Center, that World Heritage Site, the downtown original Old Town Dubrovnik. It is overrun. The photos in downtown Dubrovnik are disturbing. I wouldn't want to take a tour down there. What a cattle call that is. Just can't be fun, but yet people are doing it. It just blows my mind how people are prepared to be treated like that in a herd of cattle, to walk around and just be surrounded by humanity, and all you're doing is looking at old buildings. What can I say? It is what it is. Dubrovnik has cut it back. They're trying to cut down to 8,000 passengers a day. They might cut it down to 6. We'll have to see how this goes. Again, cruise ship passengers, they spend their money with the tour company through the cruise line. And the merchants of Dubrovnik are going, these folks are cheapskates. They don't drop any money. We can't get any money out of cruise ship passengers. They're full when they get here. They're hungry. They get in the bus and go back to the ship. They don't eat down here. We need the overnighters. Those are the guys who spend money. Yeah, try to cut off a city. It's not easily done. There you go. Those are some of the stops that I highlighted today. Those are specifically the stops I highlighted today in my video. Get a chance, check it out. Like I say, for cruise lines, it's the Achilles heel of a cruise line. Where do you take passengers? And are you welcome when you get there? When the cruise ship used to hold 800 to 1,500 passengers, and 1,000 people would get off a cruise ship and scatter about. 1,000 people in a place like Venice, no big deal. But now 20,000 people in a place like Venice, plus the day visitors, oh, it's overrun. It's just ridiculous. And when it's raining, it's a real problem because they all want to go inside. They all want to stay out of the rain. It is really, really silly. Other places, like I say, have their issues as well with overcrowding, and it's just not fun anymore. So cruise lines, you know, they're trying to convince you on that, you know, e-brochure that you're looking at, or the mail brochure you're getting, or the billboard you're seeing, or whatever commercial on TV that, hey, you know, wouldn't it be great if you could walk this beautiful beach in the Bahamas or in Nassau? You could walk the beautiful beach at Cable Beach, and you could enjoy some sunshine and lay down here on the lounger. Well, the problem is you got to go through downtown Nassau. Good luck with that. That's not a popular, fun thing to do for anybody. It's kind of lost its luster. And like I said, when you had 800 passengers getting off a ship, it wasn't a big deal. But now, yeah, you got 10, 12, 15, 18, 20,000 coming off. Not fun. Tendering into Grand Cayman, not fun. Too many people. They're loving it to death. And cruise lines have got to figure out a way around it. One of the ways, private islands in the Caribbean. But now what will happen? Will they begin to arrange private getaways in Europe? Will there be cruise lines starting to offer cruises to locations that are off the beaten path? Will they start to do that, to, in effect, make exclusive arrangements with ports to only allow their brand in and others out to keep the numbers down? Is that a possibility? I don't know. We'll have to see. I will say this, Istanbul, Turkey, welcomed its first cruise ship in, what is it, 9 or 10 years? Just a couple of days ago. Because the dictator in Turkey, the duly elected dictator in Turkey, Oberon, is pushing hard to get cruise ships to come back to Turkey, because Turkey was getting a little too scary there a little while ago, and he's trying to encourage business. And in effect, cruise lines are being bribed by the Turkish government to come to Turkey and port there. And so you've probably noticed in the last few months, more and more cruise lines starting to advertise ever so slightly stops in Turkey. Well, cruise lines are, I think, not stupid. They figured it out. Hey, you give me 40 bucks a head. Everybody I bring to you, you're going to give me 40 bucks. Great. I'll soak the customer as much as I can and get 40 from the government on top of that. Oh, this is fantastic. I'll bring 4,000 of those passengers over there. Well, that's another stop. That's a stop to alleviate other places in Europe, perhaps. If cruise ships go to other places in Turkey, 2 or 3 other ports, that might dilute some of the other port stops a little bit, take some of the heat off. But I don't know how that's going to work out for sure. We'll have to see. Turkey is kind of a funny, quirky place. You got to be careful, depending on your profession, whether you're going to be accused of being a spy or not when you get off the ship. Not good. People disappear for a long period of time in Turkey for unexplained reasons. And you got to watch for that. Anyway, there you go. There's my thought on the day. Last thing I'll mention, I guess, back to Grand Cayman. The Cayman Islands press was covering in the Caymanian newspaper how the Cayman Islands is, quote, winning because of the Cuba thing. Because passengers can't go to Cuba right now, cruise lines have had to divert their ships elsewhere. A number of cruise ships are coming to Cayman instead of to Cuba. and the Canadian government is calling it a win. Talk to an average Canadian resident about whether they're thinking about winning or not when you tell them that, oh, guess what? Another 50 cruise ships are coming into your city on top of the 300 you got already, or whatever the number is. It's ridiculous. Out of the 2 million you got already, you're now going to 2.2 million passengers. How happy are you winning now? Especially those of you who are driving rush hour in the morning to get to work or get your kids to school, or during the day to try to get to the grocery store or the post office or the telephone company, pay your cable bill, or in the evening trying to get home from work because you've got to go through downtown Georgetown, in and out of there, to get to where you got to go. And with 20,000 cruise ship passengers coming in the morning, leaving in the afternoon, downtown Georgetown is gridlock, and it is a pain in the rump. And if you live there, you cannot be happy. I don't know how any Canadian would be smiling. Well, they just added another bunch of ships because of the Cuba problem. And the government of the Caymans calls it winning. I've heard that term somewhere before, but I'm not going there. But sometimes you can just win too much, and I think it's a bit too much winning going on. Yeah, yikes. Anyway, there you go. That's it for the rant of the day. I'm not going any further. 90 of you are here. Thank you for being here today. 50 thumbs ups. Thank you for sharing my channel and being here and throwing me some thumbs up for that. I appreciate it very much. Please say hi to me wherever you are watching me from. Say hello to TWB and the gang here. We would love to say hi to all of you, especially you newbies. Let me know where you're watching me from. What's your high temperature today? Please visit me on my Facebook group page, Traveling with Bruce, spelled with 2 L's. Just head over to Facebook, enter Traveling with Bruce in the search bar. Ask to join the group. I'll let you in. I'm the administrator, and would love to have you come by. So thank you for being here and for visiting with me today. Who's here? Let's see. Brittany Lockwood, Alan Carter from Calgary, Tom Henry is here. Late night at work, so just be listening for a while. I was listening to last night's trivia earlier. Bruce overheated my CPU and crashed the PC. Ouch. Zach Tube is here. Hi, Zach. How you doing, buddy? Sylvan Forrest is here, 32 in Delray Beach. He says, Scott Weber's here. Our heat wave broke. It's back to 67 and overcast here in Palos Verdes, but gas came down to $3.48 a gallon. Oh, my gosh, $3.48. Zach is saying it's 83 degrees where he is. Linda Lou, hi, Bruce and TWB family from Reno. Sylvan, cloudy and thunder is heard rumbling nearby. It's a rainy season in Florida right now. Linda Lou, hey, Mr. Tom. Scott Weber is here. Kelly Haston, Maurice Martin, 75 in Puttock, Kentucky. Welcome, Maurice. Who else have I got? Gary Seibert is here. TWB, welcome, Gary. In Tall Pines is here saying, hello, Bruce. From Denver, $2.90 a gallon. Thank you for all 3 of those messages. I just saw them. Welcome, In Tall Pines from beautiful Denver, Colorado to the show. I'm glad you're here. Scott Weber, hi, Maurice. Natalie Maxwell, hello from Scotland. Natalie, welcome from beautiful Scotland today. Wonderful of you to be here. Brad Dickey is here from Mississauga, Ontario. Welcome, Brad. $2.23 a gallon. He figured it out. Welcome, Brad. Giving me the U.S. pricing. Thanks, buddy. Debbie Manuel, Wayfair commercial today. Hot and cloudy at 100 degrees today, and gas is drastically falling in California. It's down to $4.19 a gallon for premium at Arco today. Still $4.19 for premium. That's outrageous. Welcome, Debbie. Duncan N, hello, my TWB family. Great to see you, Bruce. Naples, Florida got it's hot and very humid. Okay, Duncan, welcome, buddy. Who else have I got? Sylvan Force, hey, Bruce. 92 in Delray Beach. Cloudy drink and cigar is just started. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and notification buttons for Bruce Lasagna and tiramisu at Chez Forest for dinner this evening. Fantastic, sir. We got 51 thumbs ups here. Thank you, everybody, for those. Really appreciate it. Scott Weber is saying hello. Natalie Maxwell, I live 30 minutes away from Edinburgh. Wow, fantastic, Natalie. Beautiful area. Of course, David H, cruisingwithfriends.com. Welcome, David H. Debbie, hi, Scott Weber. Wisconsin, David H is saying that's where I'm from. Michael Cruise Lover is here. Hi, Bruce. 74 here today near Lubbock, Texas. Gas $2.22 at Costco. It's on the way back down again. Mint Cell Phone Company is the ad. That's the ad today I saw on your show, Bruce. Mint Cell Phone Company. I love to find out who's advertising on my channel to you when you try to watch me. It's really, I'm really curious, especially Cruise Lines. I'd love to find out who's advertising to you. Who else have I got here? Skywatcher Sandra, good evening. Hugs and blessings. Paul Callahan, hi, Bruce from Bowmanville, Ontario. Bowmanville, Ontario. 111.9 a liter, 20 degrees Celsius is the temperature, so about 70 odd degrees. $1.11, $1.12 a liter. That would run you about, what would that be? About 1, 2, 3, 64. Yeah, about $3 US a gallon, I'm going to guess, something like that. Maurice Martins, hi, Scott. Natalie, Scott Weber, that's great. You will enjoy. I love making lasagna, says Linda Lou. Desiree Shore is here. Hey, Desiree, how you doing? Brad Dickey, I love to eat lasagna too. Who else have I got here? Wally G. Hello, Bruce and everybody from Miami. It's 84 degrees, cloudy and raining. Right on, Wally G. Stay warm, stay safe, stay dry. Let's go. Donnell from Cork, Ireland is in the house today. Hi, Bruce and all. Please excuse me if I drink something a little stronger than Diet Coke when I'm watching your show. Hiccup. Cheers to all of you from TWB here in Creston, British Columbia. Caffeine-free Diet Coke is my drink of choice. Welcome one, welcome all to the show today. I'm glad you're here for a Wednesday. Wally G, hey Skywatcher. Linda Lou, me too, Scott. A labor of love, a cook sauce, long and slow, making lasagna. SFL Spotter is in the house. Hi, everybody. Who else have I got here? Shawanna's Creative Circle is here. Hello there. How are you? John LeBeau is here. Billy Ferron is here. Scott Weber is here. Desiree Shore saying hi. Maurice Martins, thank you again for your gift. I really appreciate it. Love it. Thank you very much. Who else have I got here? Donnell saying picture and sound quality is fantastic, Bruce. Your camera is great. Thank you, everybody, for that, for letting me know. John LeBeau saying hi. Shawanna's hi again. Who else have I got here? Gailey S. Hi there, Bruce and everybody. Chuckling. What is that? Chucking it down here in Southport, England, as usual. Right on, Gailey S. Welcome to the show again, Wes Morrison. Bruce, very informative. Well done. I'm excited to get those videos of yours. Thank you, Wes. I've hit the bell notification icon, he says, and I'm excited to get your notifications. Fabulous, Wes. Thank you for doing that. Linda Lou says, Bruce is hot. Vivian, evening all. Scott Weber, Bar Harbor is a port people get off at. I wouldn't stay aboard the ship in Bar Harbor. Very pretty. Zach Toop saying hi, Bruce and everybody. Who else have I got here? A Multi Deadeye. Howdy, guys. Welcome, Multi Deadeye. D&G. Gregory is here saying hi, guys. How you doing, D&G? Welcome, Gregory. Who else have I got? This is a good topic, says D&G. Let's go through some more comments here. Disney cruise ships do a lot to help the environment, says D&G. It's not the passenger's fault, says D&G. Gail, yes, I can remember when we started to get cruise ships a few years back. They had to tender, but now we have a terminal. We get lots of ships, Cunard, Norwegian, Costa, and loads more. Yes, you do. That's what happens when you put up a port. Donnell, hi, D&G, you're right. That is disgusting. Hope they find a lot for that behavior, talking about cruise ships that are polluting. Who else is here? Vivian, hi, Kat. Welcome, Vivian. Judy Denny, Augusta, Georgia. Unbelievable. 67 in Augusta. That's cool for Augusta this time of year. Welcome, Judy, to the show. Let's see. D&G, sorry, had issues last night with YouTube. Yes, apparently the live chat was not working for a while. We got the early show in. The 5 o'clock show worked out. Then I was trying to do my 8 o'clock show last night. Couldn't get live. I had to wait until 9 o'clock. The entire YouTube live stream system was down. I was following it on Twitter. I was chatting to Lalita Loca, talking to D&G. We're all comparing notes that we're down. And then at 9 last night, Eastern time, it kicked back in and we got the show in last night for trivia. We will not rest until we get our trivia show in for sure. A lot of people at issues, says D&G, and you are right, sir. Absolutely. 103 degrees, D&G is saying where they are. Greg is saying. Let's see here. Who else have I got here? Skywatcher, prayers to you. I hope things work out for you. Duncan N, what about the money being made there? Those people are not complaining. You're right, Duncan N. There are people making good money at some of these port stops at the expense of other businesses, because the regulars, the locals, can't get to downtown to buy product at the regular stores they would normally shop at because of all the dang tourists. And so some business people are winners. Some business people are actually losers. And the town's infrastructure is under tremendous stress. All the public bathrooms are being used like you cannot believe. Every private business, people are coming in going, can I use your bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? That's not what businesses are there for, to act as toilets. The logistics of garbage and police services, ambulatory services. Someone slips and cracks, twists their ankle, breaks a leg. You got all kinds of issues. These are expenses that cruise lines are not paying for. And some towns are asking themselves, why are we doing this? Why we're not winning? We're only breaking even because the increased traffic versus the increased costs to handle the traffic. These folks don't drop $500 each when they're in town. They buy a T-shirt for a couple of $20 or something like that. They buy a coffee at the Starbucks, or they buy a cola at the corner store. A couple of postcards. What are we getting out of these guys? The tour group guys are happy, but they're not from here. The tour group guys are only here during the day to do the tour. At night, they drive to where they're from, or they're only here during the summer and then they take off for the rest of the year. They don't pay taxes here. They don't even vote. Why are we doing this? This is a good question for a heavily trafficked small town. You got to ask, why are we doing this? Is it really worth it? It's interesting. Let's see here, Donnell, regarding Venice, who said you can't have too much of a good thing? Tourists and their money are welcome. There's just not so many every day. Well, there it is, Donnell. They want the high-end tourists. They don't want the low end, and I can understand why, because you want to be Kmart, you want to be Walmart in a high-volume business, or do you want to be Tiffany's and go for the big bucks on the occasional sale? Vivian says, back in the day, Gregory, I remember my dad saying he fried eggs on the sidewalk. It was so hot. Let's see, Wally G, true on container ships. They're everywhere out in the oceans. That's true. Let's see. Who else have I got here? D&G. Let me go through. Megan Frost. Hi, Megan Frost. Hi, Megan Frost. Welcome. Bobby Green. Cheers from Florida. Hi, Bobby. Welcome. 88 feels like 94 here in Florida. Jeff, FM. 1972. 3 more days until my cruise. Right on, buddy. Way to go, Jeff. Fantastic. Purely Caribbean. I sympathize with those ports. I'm near Port Canaveral. New parking lots are being built in my town on an island next to the port. We have a drawbridge. Traffic is bad now. Thousands more than the bridge goes up. When the bridge goes up, thousands more are waiting. They're stuck there. It's, for the locals, not so great. That's true. Who else have I got here? Jeff saying he's going on the seaside. Have a great trip there. Skywatcher, 75 sunny in New York State near Bethel. Let's see here. Duncan, hello, Bruce. Duncan from Naples, Florida, 90s. Feels like 102. Gas is 259. Susan R. Yard work, late again. Beautiful Virginia day. Welcome, Susan R. Skywatcher says hi to you as well. Vivian, wow, all these high temperatures. It's 25 Celsius in Mirabel today. So nice. That's mid-70s in Montreal. Megan, beautiful. ATHF, Nevada, 107 in Nevada. Welcome, AF. Everything Plain, high from 105-degree Las Vegas. Welcome, Everything Plain. And near Fort Delaware, New York State, close to Bethel, says Skywatcher. Sandra, fantastic. Vivian, 107. Oh my God, that's hot. Ron Sablehouse, eyebrows. Oh my gosh. Watching from Vieira, Florida, says Jeff FM. Welcome, Susan R. Hi, Skywatcher. Ron Sablehouse, hey, Bruce. Donnell, I know Vivian, not fair, is it? No. William Muller, howdy from Germantown, Ohio. Welcome from Germantown, Ohio. William, I think you're brand new. I hope you've subscribed to the channel. Hit that bell notification icon. Welcome to the TWB family here every day, 5 o'clock, Saturdays at 2, and tomorrow night, 8 o'clock for trivia. Tomorrow night, Skywatcher. I lost my name on here, laugh out loud on purpose. I'm still me though. I'm glad you're here. Let's see, Chick Hansen, love TWB. Thank you, Chick, so much. Raising a glass of Guinness to Donnell, Vivian is saying. Right on to Vivian. Who else have I got here? Couple more messages. Oh, Nurse Nancy is here. Hi, all. Driving, so I cannot greet all by name. Welcome, Nurse Nancy. Mark Dirksen, hey, Bruce and all. Since Cuba is not a place to make great money for cruise lines, could we see overall prices go up and hit their bottom line? Mark, I got to tell you. By the way, Mark's from New York City. Welcome, Mark. Here's the deal, Mark. The cruise lines were making a fortune on Cuba. They were making a fortune. They were charging $200 a night for an ocean view room. If they had a balcony, they were up to $250 a night, plus mandatory tipping. In some cases on Norwegian ships, it was a mandatory 20% tip built in automatically on everything. They were making a killing in Cuba. Losing Cuba is going to cost them. It's going to run them 25, 35 cents a share, depending on the company. They're not happy about it. They've missed it. They're missing out on the cash cow. They were making good money on their oldest, cheapest ships, and now they got to put those ships in the water with all the new ships, with all the bells and whistles. And what ship are you going to take? If you want to be on a 1990 ship without a balcony, more power to you. You can grab one of those on Carnival. Or you want to be on a 1996 ship that has a few balconies, great. But if you've got kids and they want to go on a water slide, they want to go up by a rock climbing wall, they want to ride on a go-kart, they want to hit the flow rider, they want to be in a bumper car, they want to be in an ice skating rink, you're out of luck. You're not going on the old ships. You're going on the new ships. And this is the problem for the old ships. More of the passengers want to be on the brand new ships than the older clunkers. And these old clunkers can't go anywhere else. Where are you going to take them? Are you going to go on a 15-day, 3,000-mile journey on an old 30-year-old cruise ship? Not a chance. You're not going to take it way out there. What if it breaks down 1,000 miles away from home port? You got to keep it close to home near the Caribbean. If it's a Miami, Fort Lauderdale-based ship, you're not going to take it very far. We'll see, Mark. We will see what happens here. Who else? Glenn Edinburgh. Hi, Bruce and everybody from Brisbane, Australia. Welcome, Glenn Edinburgh. Buddy, nice to have you. Peter Heckema. Bruce. Hi there. 88 degrees in Tarpon Springs today. Your picture is still great. My sign-in ad today was for Chevrolet, and our gas is now $2.42 a gallon and declining. Good news for summer travel. Fantastic, Peter, and thank you again for your contribution. It came through yesterday as clockwork. Thank you for making it an automatic donation. I so appreciate you for that, as always. Maurice Martins, Kentucky Dam Gas, $2.49. Ouch! I wish I had that cheap a price. It's not that cheap up here. Let's see. Skyscatcher says, I heard eBay got slammed offline as well. That would have been yesterday, I guess. Interesting. Andrew Cabate, D's M. Welcome, Andrew. Who else is here? Ronald Tucker. Welcome, Ronald. Hi, Bruce, from a beautiful day in Montreal. Welcome, sir. Linda Lou got to run. I'm here at the eye doctor with Mom, and she's done, so we have to drive now. Bye to everybody. Linda Lou, you take care. Let's go here. Who else have I got? Zach, you take care. We'll see you tomorrow too. Nurse Nancy, more rain in Wisconsin. What? Where's the shutoff valve for this stuff? Purely Caribbean, Merritt Island, Florida, raining again. 10 inches since Sunday. Oh my gosh, you're getting rain. Tons of it. Crazy, crazy. Duncan, does the cruise ship pay port fees in the USA? Where do the monies go? You pay the port fees, my friend. You are paying for all the port fees. You are paying for all the customs and homeland security fees. You are paying all the taxes and charges. It's an extra charge on every cruise ticket separate from the cruise. The company pays none of that. They have their own fees that they pay the government, but you are paying the port charges. That's how this game works. And whether you're going to Saint Martin or you're going to Dominican Republic or Grand Cayman, the port charges are built into your onto your added fare, onto your fare. Then you pay your tips and gratuities on top of that, and for your drinks and specialty dining. Bring your money. Don't forget the casino. Bring some money for the casino too. But still, cruising is a good deal compared to a land-based, all-inclusive resort. Cruising has got a lot going for it, including the fact that your view is never the same twice. It's fantastic. Everybody has kind of an ocean view. You get out on the ship and you got an ocean view. 360 no less when it's a sea day. Nothing wrong with that. Purely Caribbean, great topic. Important for us cruisers to remember when we visit other people's neighborhoods. Yes, indeed. Glenn, first month of winter here, 25 Celsius is the top temperature today. Multi-Dead-Eye, howdy, Nurse Nancy. I have caught up with all of the messages here. I got 58 thumbs ups from my fantastic viewers today. Thank you, everyone out there, for throwing this channel the thumbs ups that you do. They really mean a lot to me. They really help the channel build momentum. Thank you for that so much. Who decides the fees? Do the governments decide the fees? I tell you, depending on the country, it's a negotiation in some cases. In the US, I'm not sure if it's too much of a negotiation, although cruise lines have a lot of pull in Miami and Fort Lauderdale. They work closely with the port authorities there, hand in hand, because the cruise lines are investing millions, hundreds of millions of dollars into the infrastructure, and so Port Canaveral doesn't want to outprice itself. But other countries where the facilities are so-so, the cruise lines have a bit of sway, especially Caribbean countries where they want cruise ships to come to them. Those countries are really flexible with the costs, and the cruise line are happy to not charge you for a port fee of any significance if they don't have to. There you go. Anyway. Let's see here. Dominican Republic is getting to be a scary place, says Sylvan Forest. Yes, unfortunately, spots are. The key to a stable country is you've got to keep people employed. You've got to have more work available than people can handle. Hopefully they get a decent wage, but when it doesn't work, when you got more unemployed with desperate people, they start doing desperate, stupid things. And oh my, Jamaica, look at Jamaica. Look at Haiti, yikes. And now Dominican Republic's having issues, which is kind of too bad because the government is kind of pro-business. They're trying to build up that place. We'll have to see what happens with that going forward. I would not want to be walking the streets on my own in any place like Dominican Republic or Haiti or anything like that. No chance. No thanks. No thank you. I think I'll stay on the ship. The ship's quite nice and safe. Thank you very much. Anyway, there you go. There you have it. Our show today. How was it? What did you like the show today? Were you happy with it? Did you like it? Give me a thumbs up if you like my show today. We have 60 thumbs up so far today. Thank you, everybody, for that. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed you being here. I hope you get a chance to see my video that I did earlier today. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up too and help it get promoted. Share that video with friends if you could for me. That is news I think people should be aware of when it comes to cruise ships. They should know what the ramifications are when they come into port. Certain towns can't handle it or don't want to handle too many crowds. I understand it. I get it. Let's go here. I wish huge tour groups would remember that, says Kat Rose. Scott Weber, good show. Great job, says Duncan in. Thank you, guys. 61 thumbs ups now. Hugs and blessings to all of you. Thank you, Skywatcher. Susan R., we need more cruises to the Turks and Caicos, she said. Right on. Hopefully there'll be some. 61 thumbs up. Yeah, fabulous. Mark Dirksen's, that was great. So crystal clear now, too. The picture, fantastic. The sound is good. Thank you, everybody. You can get a good look at that logo that I have, the Swimming with the Fishes logo. I love that, with all the little designs in there. Jennifer has put this logo on a number of items. In some cases, you'll see like 10 of these on an item. It's just a pattern. It's really cool. Get a chance, go to the RedBubble shop that I have and take a look at these various logos, all the different items that are now available. Some have 50. Some of the logos, you can get 54 different items with logos on them. 54. I can't mention them all. It's unbelievable. It's just awesome. They do a great job. Another great show, Bruce. Loved it, says Donnell. Thank you, sir. Skywatcher, great information today. Again, Susan R., thanks, Skywatcher. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I will be here tomorrow for 2 shows, 5 o'clock tomorrow and 8 o'clock for trivia tomorrow night. Please join me for both of those. Love the fact that you were here today. Have a great evening out there wherever you are, or a great afternoon if you're on the West Coast. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay warm, stay cool, no matter what the temperature is out there. And we'll catch you tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time right here on Traveling with Bruce. And I look forward to seeing you then. All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see ya. Bye for now. Saying goodbye in 3, 2, 1. Poof.